Ladies and gentlemen, it's my distinct honor to introduce to you the amazing, the dynamic United States Congressman Trent Franks.
Thank you. That's pretty tough on a guy, you know. Thank you all for being here. You know, I'll try to calm this thing down just a little because I'm just wanting to express a sense of gratitude to all of you for being here. You know, I have had the privilege of being in Congress now 12 years, and I've seen a lot of the different aspects of it. And let me say to you that the most heartwarming thing of it all is to see people like you and to know that without you, I couldn't do any of it. And I know that you're here not because it's just a party, but because you believe in something. And I want you to know I endorse all of you, if that makes any difference to you. I see so many friends and people that I love out here, and I wish I could call all the names. But I do have to thank a few people just because of the event. You know, Paul and Jessica Lykos, they engineered this thing in a huge way. And I obviously appreciate Doug Ducey for being here with us. He's somebody that I'm supporting for governor and just believe in him so much. And of course, Sheriff Arpaio, he just got off a plane and ran here. I didn't beat him by much. And our chairman of our party, Robert Graham, I appreciate him. Jonathan Payton and Steve Montenegro and C.T. Wright. Of course, all of my staff, the people that have been here, Randy Cutts and Lisa Teschler and Sherry Farrington and Daniel Stefanski, and there's Kathy Cutts back there. And, you know, there's just, I know I'm going to leave someone out, but I really want you to know there's just a great deal of warmth in my heart and gratitude for all of you being here. And let me just try to bring this thing down into a fairly simple paradigm. This is the greatest country in the history of humanity. And if somehow we continue in the direction that we're going right now, we could see it diminished and see our children have to walk in a darkening road in life, and I don't want to see that happen. I believe there's still time. Some people say that we're at a crossroads. I don't think that's true. I think we were at a crossroads about 6 years ago when we made this mistake electing the president that we've elected. And we took the wrong road there, and now it's a very... It's incumbent on us to try to get back on the right road, and I would suggest to you that the next two elections are profoundly important because this country is not only just an idea and an ideal, but in a sense it's a statement of faith in our Creator, that we hold certain truths to be self-evident, that we're all created, and that's what makes us equal. That's what really is the foundation of America, because if that's true, then everything else can work out if we don't miss that. But if it isn't, then we are destined to all be dragged into a Sumerian night where the survival of the fittest has prevailed over humanity, that the light of compassion has gone out, and equality is swallowed up in the darkness of it all. And we can't forget who we are. We're the people that believe that our rights and our life comes not from the hand of government or hand of man, but by the one who raised the mountains and lifted the stars. And to protect that foundational element, really, when you're making public policy in a republic like ours, there's only really two things that you can do. You can either elect the right people, or you can try to convince the wrong people to do the right thing. That's it. Those are your two options. And I would suggest to you that the recent days show us that it's hard to get the wrong people to do the right things. So we better learn to elect the right people. And there are only two ways that we can do that. We either have to try to parrot whatever the polls say, whatever the experts tell us, and just try to play that back and have no conviction on the part of leadership that just does what they can to get elected, no matter what it does to the country, no matter how maybe they think maybe the country is wrong about a certain thing. We can do that, and we might have R by our leadership's name. We might have Republican up there, but then we really lose that essence of who we are. Or we can take a stand and raise a noble standard like George Washington did, and people will follow. We can say, you know, that the old quote that says, let all the ends that you aim at in life be your countries, your gods, and the truth. Be noble, and the nobleness that lies in other men sleeping but never dead. will rise in majesty to meet thine own. We can inspire people to move our country in the direction that the Founding Fathers dreamed of. And I truly believe that that is the way that we can not only cause our base to stand up, but that's the way that we call people to have a little stirring in their own souls and say, you know what, they're right. Truth is still the most significant ally that we can have. Truth and time always travel on the same road. And if we stand up for what's right and true and do what's noble, sooner or later, I think that we will win more elections than we've ever won. But now, if it's too late to inspire America to what she was born to, then at least let our children look back and say, you know, Daddy tried. We all did our best. And at least let us do everything that we can and say that no matter what happens, we stood in our generation for the things that make America the beacon of hope for the whole world. And I'm convinced that that leadership that we look to is somehow among us. And a lot of you know that I have a great deal of commitment and appreciation and respect and support for one Mike Huckabee. Because go ahead, say something good about him. Great. And I don't know what he's going to do. He's not here to run for president. I don't know what he's going to do. I hope he does, but I don't know what he's going to do. But if he does, he has my support. And I hope you will all do everything you possibly can in the next 2 elections. Because if we should repeat the last 2, I am not sure that my children and I am not sure that they will walk in the light of freedom as I have. I want you to know the stakes are that high.